Hi, this is Javin, a production chemical engineer by profession, going to continue our today's topic, Azeotrope operations. Now, what is Azeotropic distillations? In chemical engineering, Azeotrope distillation usually refer to separate technique of adding another component to generate a new low boiling azeotrope that is heterogeneous, producing two immiscible liquid phase, such as example below with addition benzene to water and ethanol. Now, what is meant by azeotropic distillations? Azeotropic distillation is a process to break azeotrope where another volatile component called entrainer, the solvent, the mass of separating agent, is added to form a new lower boiling azeotrope that is heterogeneous. Why azeotropic distillation is used? Azeotropic distillation is a type of distillation in which certain components are added mixture to improve separation. Water or benzene are usually added to mixture because they can add increases the volatility of chemicals. Now, where is azeotropic distillation used? Distillation of ethanol oblique water. A common historical example of azeotropic distillation is used in dehydrating ethanol and water mixture. What is difference between azeotropic and extractive distillations? The main difference between two in process separating the mixture, the azeotropic distillation form an azeotrope right after combining separation solvent. In extractive distillation, a specific separation solvent is used every mixture that should not form an azeotrope. What are azeotrope? Give an example. Azeotrope are binary mixture of solution of the same composition in its both phase, liquid phase and vapor phase, and they have constant boiling point during whole distillation process. A mixture ethanol and water in which ethanol is 95% by volume. What is example of an azeotrope? A well-known azeotrope is positive azeotrope, 95.63% ethanol and 4.37% water mass, which boil 78.2 ethanol boil 78.4 degrees centigrade, water boil at 100 degrees centigrade, but azeotrope boil 78.2 degrees centigrade, which is lower than either of its constituent. Right. Now, what form azeotrope with water? Another common binary azeotrope found in solvent, recycling, acetonitrile and water. This is common mixture used for HPLC analysis. Acetonitrile boil 81.6 degrees centigrade and water boil 100 degrees centigrade. The mixture form an azeotrope which boil 76.1 degrees centigrade and which is composed 86% acetonitrile and 40% water. Now, is azeotrope a compound? Very good questions. A azeotrope is a mixture compound with same composition in vapor phase as in liquid. In other words, azeotrope is a liquid mixture that has constant boiling point and whose vapor has same composition as liquid. Can we separate azeotrope mixture by distillation? No, we cannot separate the component of azeotrope mixture by process distillation because of particular composition. Both components boil at same temperature. What are solvents required that use azeotropic distillations and extractive distillations? The solvent use propylene glycol, recall also that ethanol form a minimum boiling azeotrope with water approximate 89.4 mole percent ethanol. Is azeotrope a compound? An azeotrope is a mixture compound with same composition in vapor and in the liquid. In other words, azeotrope is a liquid mixture that has constant boiling point whose vapor has same composition as liquid. Does chloroform form azeotrope? Ethanol and water from a homogeneous azeotrope a heterogeneous azeotrope consists immiscible liquid that separate into two-phase chloroform and water form a heterogeneous azeotropic mixtures. Now, how do you separate water, azeotrope and ethanol? A molecular sieve which correct size the pores will be selectively remove water from 95% ethanol and generate anhydrous ethanol. The sieve can regenerate it by heating a vacuum oven. Now, what is azeotropic drying? The process, the removing water from a liquid by addition another liquid that form azeotrope with water. It therefore allows the removal water at temperature below normal boiling point of 100 degrees centigrade. Which of following example cannot form azeotrope mixture? Hydrochloric acid plus water plus form an azeotrope with the boiling point 383. Benzene plus toluene is an ideal solution and hence does not form an azeotrope. Why does ethanol form an azeotrope? In example, water ethanol, azeotrope water able to increases amount of hydrogen bonding between ethanol molecule in increasing the density of hydrogen bond donor and accept per unit volume. Now, is azeotrope obeys Rao's law? Ideal solution are uniform mixture, the component that have physical property connect their pure component. This solution is supported Rao's law starting the interaction between molecule of solute and molecule of solvent. They are same. Those molecules each are themselves. Do azeotrope have same composition in vapor and liquid phase? Mixture having same composition in liquid and vapor phase, they are known azeotrope. Azeotrope boil at same temperature. Hence water, nitric acid and water ethanol are example of azeotrope. Can we separate azeotropic mixture? No, we cannot separate the component of azeotropic mixture. The process distillation because of particular composition both components boil at the same temperature. Now, what is azeotropic mixture? An azeotropic liquid mixture that have constant boiling point and whose vapor has and same composition in the liquid. What are minimum and maximum boiling azeotrope? Give example. There are two types of azeotrope, minimum boiling azeotrope and maximum boiling azeotrope. Nitric acid, water is example, class of azeotrope. The azeotrope has an approximate composition 68% nitric acid and 32% water by mass with boiling point 393.5 degree Kelvin means 120.4 degree centigrade. What is minimum boiling azeotrope and maximum boiling azeotrope? Azeotrope are two type of minimum boiling azeotrope and maximum boiling azeotrope. Minimum boiling azeotrope shown greater positive deviation from Rao's law and maximum boiling azeotrope shown negative deviation from Rao's law. Now, what is minimum boiling azeotrope? Minimum boiling azeotrope, they are those which boil lower temperature than boiling point each component in pure state hydrogen oxide and C2H5OH means ethanol. What are maximum boiling azeotrope? Give one example. Solution chloroform and acetone is an example. Maximum boiling azeotrope. What is meant by minimum boiling azeotrope? The liquid solution which shown positive deviation from ideal solution boil constant temperature which is less than pure component are called minimum boiling azeotrope. What are azeotrope? Mixture form maximum boiling azeotrope. The solution liquid mixture with boil constant temperature and distill unchanged in composition, they are called azeotrope solution. HNO3 and H2O will form maximum boiling point azeotrope because they have composition having maximum boiling point. Now, move further. Which of the following cannot form minimum boiling azeotrope? Acetone and aniline can show minimum boiling azeotrope as they show negative deviations. Which of the following cannot form azeotrope? Ideal solution mixture never form azeotrope. Which of the following true regarding Azeotrope. The explanation Azeotrope have same concentration in the vapor phase and in liquid phase. In case minimum boiling Azeotrope, boiling point of Azeotrope is lesser than boiling point either of the pure component, which will form maximum boiling Azeotrope, hexane or heptane. As acetone, chloroform, it is a non-ideal solution, has a negative deviation. In its maximum boiling azeotrope, it is minimum boiling azeotrope. N-pen, hexane, N-heptane, it is ideal solution and doesn't show deviation. Is benzene and toluene an azeotrope? An example, ideal solution would be benzene and toluene. So an azeotrope can be defined a solution whose vapor has the same composition in liquid, which will form maximum boiling azeotrope. HNO3 and H2O solution will form maximum azeotrope at boiling point when they have composition of maximum boiling point. What is binary azeotrope? Number of constituents of an azeotrope consists two liquid. It is known a binary azeotrope. An azeotrope consists of three liquid. Ternary azeotrope, they are also azeotrope made more than three constituent. Heterogeneous azeotrope are incompletely miscible with form two liquid phase. What is primary difference between extractive distillation and azeotropic distillation? The primary difference between extractive distillation and azeotropic distillation is in process allowed while separating the mixture. When it comes the extractive distillation, a specific separation solvent must be used. Every mixture they should tend to form azeotrope. In its manner, extractive distillation can be considered a relative easier method when compared to azeotropic distillations. How break azeotrope? For azeotrope that boil low volatile component is not entirely purified by process distillation. For obtaining pure material, one should break azeotrope. This process involves separation method, which does not depend distillation. A more common approach includes the usage of the sieve and lowering 96% ethanol by molecular sieve, filled alcohol, and sieve exhibit absorbing water from given mixture. The sieve can regenerate subsequently through dehydration with help of vacuum oven. Okay guys, this is up to 36 straight questions from Azeotrope. Next chapter, we can move further with same operation Azeotrope. Still then, goodbye and wish you a very happy Sunday.